Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nick Gray, and today we're doing a smartphone camera comparison with the brand new Nothing Phone 2A and comparing that against the Pixel 7a, which I'm using to record right now. As I'm doing all of these smartphone camera comparisons, everything that you see in this video is going to be recorded on these two devices, so just keep an eye on the bottom of the screen to see which device and which cameras from that device are being used for the photos and videos that you see. We're going to start things off with the Nothing Phone 2A and its dual camera system on the back. Both of these are 50 megapixel cameras capable of capturing video at 1080p, and then up front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera that's peeking through the display there. That one there though is limited to 1080p video capture. And when it comes to the Pixel 7a, we have the main 64 megapixel camera on the back, and then a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and then up front we have another 13 megapixel selfie camera, and all of those can capture 4K video front and back. So now that we've gotten the specifications out of the way, let's jump into those side-by-side photos and videos to see which camera is better in everyday use. Let's take a look. Here's a look at video capture from the ultra-wide cameras on the back of both of these devices, captured both at 4K video. But unfortunately, to zoom in on the Nothing Phone 2A, I'm going to have to stop recording and start again, just because it doesn't have a zoom option, not even a pinch to zoom option when starting out with the ultra-wide camera. And now we are at 1x on both of these devices, and when I make that switch to 1x on the Nothing Phone 2A, I do have the option to go into 2x, which is a digital crop, just as I do on the Pixel 7a. Get in just a little bit closer there at 4K video, and then back out again to 1x. But as we're going to see right now, and I do apologize about the wind, it is a beautiful day, but just a tad windy. But as I can do right now, I can zoom out to the ultra wide on the Pixel 7a. Unfortunately, there is no option to do that. I will have to stop recording and start again if I want to zoom out to that ultra wide camera. And this here's a look at video capture from the selfie cameras on the Nothing Phone 2A and Pixel 7a. As mentioned before, you are only limited to 1080p video on the Nothing Phone, but you do get 4K video at up to 60 FPS on the Pixel 7a, which is pretty impressive for a mid-range device. It's a little bit disappointing that the Nothing Phone 2A doesn't have that option, but from the looks of it, the video capture is definitely a lot better than what I was expecting for the price point of this device. now that the sun is set, I thought it'd be the perfect time to do some low light photo and video samples on these two devices. And honestly, from what I see on the screen, I do like what I'm seeing from the Nothing Phone 2A in comparison with what we get on the Pixel 7a. Yes, it is a lower resolution video compared to the 4K, but the color reproductions seem to be just a little bit nicer. But we'll have to see what this looks like on a larger screen to see what the low light noise is in this comparison. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Now, like usual, I do recommend using the rear cameras to record video in low light situations, especially at night when there's not a whole bunch of lights around to brighten up the scene. The downside of it is, of course, you can't see how you're framing yourself, but with a little bit of practice, you can definitely pull it off. Let me know in the comments what you think of these two comparisons. Of course, I'm not able to see what's on the screen, but I have a feeling that the Pixel might come out ahead here. Now, I still can't get over the fact that you cannot switch between the ultra-wide camera and the main camera on the back of the phone on the Nothing Phone 2A while recording video. If you switch down to 1080p, it works, but not at 4K, which is incredibly disappointing. Not having that versatility, I'm not sure if it's the processor that's limited to that, or if it's the sensors itself, or Nothing simply didn't check the right box when building this software. But not being able to go from the ultra wide to the main sensor, definitely a setback. And we'll look at that main sensor on the back of both of these phones capturing 4K video. I have to say, I am fairly impressed with what I'm seeing on the screen here, especially here in low light conditions. It's not often that you can get budget-friendly devices that can capture such good video at this price point. And that's going to do it for this camera comparison between the Nothing Phone 2A and the Pixel 7a. Let me know what you think of the results in the comments below and which device you would rather use on a day-to-day basis for your photos and videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.